Hey everyone, what's up? This is Sankalp Chauhan and I welcome you all on my YouTube channel. So in today's video we are actually going to discuss about one of the most sensitive topic of many students who recently appeared for NEET and JEE. Now there's a huge chunk of students who actually appear for NEET and JEE, and only 1% out of them actually make it to the top engineering and medical colleges of the country. When I say that it's just 1%, I really mean it. Moving on next, and many of the students are not really satisfied, and many of the students are not really happy with what they have performed this year and what they have been through this 2020, because year 2020 has never been a great year for anyone, and many people in fact have lost their jobs, and many are running out of business, and many people are struggling financially, and a lot of things like these are actually happening in the country. And amidst of all this pandemic time, there are several natural calamities that actually happen in the country, like maybe in some areas there were floods, and in most of the areas transportation facility was not up to the mark. Many job seekers actually received quite a huge and a hefty salary cuts. Now coming back to the point on this, that you can now in a situation like this, you can either sit and cry at your situation that you could not really perform up to your level, or you can think in a bit more logical way that what would be the next step which would serve as the most beneficial step of your life. So the point I'm trying to make here is that late conduction of NEET and JEE 2020 have already reduced the time for the next attempt of 2021. Now NEET 2020 was supposed to be conducted on May 3, which ultimately failed to happen, and it was postponed once again in the month of July, and even after July it was further postponed for the month of September, right? So there was hundreds of conditions, and there were hundreds of reasons for many of the students that they could not really give the examination, and there were thousands of reasons that they couldn't really focus on their studies so that they can perform the best. But now we are only going to talk about the solution, that what exactly could be the next steps so as they could serve in the most beneficial ways. First things first is that for JEE and engineering aspirants, it is the time to buckle up for the next attempt, I would say, and that's because JEE occurs in the month of January and it's already September, and you can think that if you cannot really perform well in this attempt, or maybe in the last year's January attempt, then you can re-attempt it in the next 3 to 4 months, right? So I think that would be a better idea. Now for NEET aspirants, it's the time span of around 7 months, and I think it's a great time to buckle up your studies, to buckle up your preparations, and to bounce back. Now the late conduction of NEET 2020 has actually kept a lot of students on a safer side if you think from a different point of view, and that's because it has reduced the time limit. So it would be a better idea to prepare for the next attempt, as only 6 months are left for the preparations, right? So obviously the competition is going to get even higher, and looking at the trends of the question paper of NEET 2020 was not very high or a very difficult level. It was a kind of a moderate, and still many students could not really perform up to their expectations. So you can understand that the students were somewhere or the other way, they were distracted. I even get questions like these and on my Quora feed, and I answer them in a way that the appearing for the next attempt would not be the worst idea of your life, but in fact it could actually transform your life if you utilize the time period in a very efficient manner, I would say. The recent question that I received on Quora, will it be a wrong idea to drop for the NEET 2021 as 7 months will be left after September? Now I answered this same question whatever I told you in the video, and trust me, the response was really good on the answer, and there's a huge discussion that is going on under the comment section of the same answer. And if you think that you can do much better in the yet another attempt, and if you think that your studies were affected due to the pandemic or in some other reason, then it won't be the worst idea to just give one more shot to the examination, and because you are still in the process of preparations. And so in the last word, all I would say is that do sit with your parents and make a strategy out of your life, that what would be the best idea to for your life, what would be the best next step of your life. And if they agree, and if everyone agrees, and if everyone is happy, then do go and do hit a try for yet another attempt. So best of luck guys with your life, and I really hope that you will be doing much better than in your career than you could ever imagine, and I wish you all the success in your life. And this is it with the video, and thank you so much for listening to me. And if you really like the video, do not forget to share it and like and subscribe to the channel. So thank you so much. Bye bye.